and today I have 3 cards to make for you, and these are all inspirational videos for my digital stamp set that I have in my Etsy store. Now, as you'll see here, this is everything that's in the set, and there is a shaker, there's beer, there's margaritas, there's wine, there's martinis, there's a blank beer bottle if you want to use that one, and there are messages for the inside and the outside of the cards. So let me get this camera turned around and I will show you what we're going to do. Alright, so let's take a quick look at this. These are our glasses, the shaker, the umbrella. This could be a lemon or a lime, depending on how you color it. We've got a mug. We've got the beer bottles. We have a glass of ice. We have 3 for the outside, or it could be used on the inside. May your birthday be as zesty as a salt-rimmed margarita glass. Happy birthday to go with the beer. Cheers to your birthday. Could go with any of the glasses. And then we have 3 larger ones you can put on the inside. Alright, so let's bring this in and take a look at everything I have here for the first card. This one is going to be an easel card. This piece here is going to be the bar that I'm going to stand up all the glasses on. And we've got the messaging. Everything is all cut out. And I have some umbrellas and a lime. And let's put this over here and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the card base and I'm going to fold this back because I just really want this in half. Now this is a 5x7, so you could score it at 2.5 if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and fold it back. Get a nice crease in here. Alright, so this is going to get folded up like this. And this is where the bar is going to go. But I want to color this first. I want to color with some ink on this part here and something on the inside. So I'm going to grab some blue. Alright, so I'm going to use Ocean Mist. I just want to use a light blue. And I am going to use the back of this, kind of cover this here. And I'm going to kind of go across, just to put some color here on the top. So let me look at the wording here. So I have this, which is going to go on the outside here. And I put this in orange. So I'm thinking, maybe I will stick with the blue. I think I will. I think I will just put blue on the inside. Make it easy. So ink this up. And move this over so I don't get it out everything. And I'm just going to put some blue on the inside here. Alright, so now this piece here is a little bit bigger than 2.5x7. And what I did is I ran it through an embossing folder. It started off as this cream colored paper here. So I ran it through the embossing folder and then inked over it with the ink. I'll show you with this color here. And all I did was take the raised side and drag this across like this. And that colored all these top areas here. And then I thought this was a little plain. So then I came in with a darker brown. And I just kind of went over the top of it. Some of it was honey mustard and some of it was a darker brown called warm cocoa. And I just kind of kept playing with it until I got it to the color that I wanted. And after a few minutes I got it to look like this. So that's what I did. That's how I did that. And really, any embossing folder, I was going to use a wood one, but all the wood ones I had were, the folder was 5x7, but the imprinting, the embossing part was less than 5x7, and I would have ended up with these weird lines on the side. So I decided not to use that. I really wish 5x7 embossing folders would emboss 5x7 and weren't the size 5x7. I think that would be a lot better. So we wouldn't all end up with those weird lines. And then you could do things like, you know, emboss the whole card base, which would be fun. But you need the embossing folder big enough. There we go. So that's going to be here. Alright, so let's bring in the wordings that we have. So I have 2 different ones here. Now you notice these are white paper because when you look at the printout of what is in the download, you'll see like the cut lines aren't here. So there is a cut line here for the shadow. So each of these words also have a shadow. But I wasn't sure what color I wanted to do it when I started printing it out, so I printed it out in white because it's very easy to then take whatever color medium you're using, be it watercolors, markers, ink, to just color it the exact color. So you don't have to go looking through your stash sometimes to find the exact shade of orange that you might want. But you could just quickly color it like this and get the exact color match that you need. Just kind of go around like that, and that's all you need. So I'm going to put these together. Now I was thinking this one, oh, did I just color the wrong side? Nope, there it goes. Now I need to color it a little bit more. Over here. There we go. This will go on here like this. So I'm going to grab some foam to put these on the card. Alright, now what I'm thinking here is that I'm going to take the 3 margarita glasses and put them here. And then this will be my stopper down here. And then I'm thinking this will be up here. So we'll use both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first use the 1/16 foam. On here. Put this across here. Put another piece here. Alright, now this will go on here. And the reason why I'm constructing it in this order is I'm not exactly sure where I want to put the margarita glasses. So I want to put these pieces on first to see exactly where I need to place those. Make sure I'm not putting this on upside down. That is good. Now in the back here, I'm going to use the thicker 1/8 foam to make sure it pops up enough to hold it as a stopper. So I'm going to put one here in the middle. And then I will put some here. And snip this in half. We'll put some over here. And we'll put some over here. That should probably do it. Peel everything off. We're going to want this to come up like this, so we'll put this here in the middle. Alright, so now I can decide how the rest of this is all going to go. So this is going to need a little bit of foam. So let's just put some foam on here, get this done. And we'll take the backing off of that. And this will go on here. Alright, now let's take our margarita glasses. We have 3. I already painted one blue, one red. So I think the other one, I'm going to do this teal color, which is BG13. So let me grab a piece of scrap. So when you color these in, you just kind of have to go along the top, kind of outline it a little bit, go along the edge, each section, and then kind of push them brush strokes coming toward the middle. And that will give you a nice highlight in the middle. Because with these Copics, the more you go over them, the darker they get. Then we'll put a little darker up here at the top. There we go. So then where the 2 different sections come together, we'll go over that. Now you absolutely could leave these clear and color it in part way, like I'm going to do with the wine glass here in a minute, and make it look like it's glass. But the margarita glasses I have some plastic ones that are like this, so I thought I would just color them the colors. It's more of a fun summer coloration here. Alright, so there's that. And we'll color the stem. Now there's two circles here, so you absolutely could color each section a different color if you wanted to. There's a lot of different choices here. Put a little more shading here on the outside. Alright, so that is done. So now we have our umbrellas. Now I've already colored two umbrellas. So I just need to color the third. Now these are in the same order, I just started with a different color. So I went pink, green, orange, blue, and yellow. So that was the order. So we're going to do the same order here. So here I started with red, here I started with orange. So I think for this third one, maybe I'll start with yellow. I just wanted to make sure all three umbrellas all look different, even though I was using the same colors. So I think I'll start with yellow. So we'll do yellow. Then we'll do the red, which is actually a pinky color. And this is RB14, which is really kind of, it's a nice summer color. It's definitely reddish, but it's nice. Now we'll go with the green, which is BG13. And now we'll come back over to the orange. I'm not too worried about shading in these little sections. And then the last one will be the blue, because these are kind of small. Alright, looks like I got a little carried away here with the red, so let me take this yellow here, go back over it, clean that up. Alright, I got a little messy over here, so let me grab my blender. Now I just got some new blenders, and I was having trouble finding the Copic one, so I went and got the Ohuhu ones. I never say that name, and so we'll see how they work. I think they'll be fine. Oh, I'm making this a mess here. Once that dries, that will be fine. Alright, the other thing we have in here is a lime that I colored. So let's go ahead and put this card together. Get rid of my scratch paper here. Let me bring this back in. Okay, so let's glue the umbrellas onto the glasses first. And I'm thinking I want to line them up this way. The red in the middle, the blue and green on the ends. So let's see. So we'll have one umbrella here, and I think I'm going to sit them to where they're kind of like that. I think I'll have them all going the same way. Put that one here, and we'll put this one like here. So we're just going to glue those in the back. So I'm just going to grab my fine tip bottle. And I'm going to put some glue on I'm about to say stem, the bottom of the umbrella here. And I'm just going to glue it to the back of the umbrella. I just want to be careful that it doesn't stick out the bottom of my glass here, because then it will look a little strange and not like your umbrella is in the cup. And you also want to have this on the outside and the stick for the umbrella on the inside to make it look more like it's in the cup. So we're putting glue on the front, sliding it behind the cup, and having it stick on the outside. So we'll glue here. Put this one on here. There we go. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to close the card. Let's figure out where we want to place these. Because when this pops up, I want this to kind of sit like this. So I'm thinking, kind of want it kind of high, because I am going to put this down here. So I kind of want to put this as high as I can go, I think. I probably won't put them all in an exact line. Maybe this one a little lower. So I think the red one, I'm going to start with the red one, put that one up as high as I can. Let me pull this a little closer to me. I'm thinking about here. And when I open the card, it will stand up like this. Alright, and this will go here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And this I'm going to glue straight on the card. It doesn't need to have any more height to it. We'll just put this down here. Okay, so that's what we have now. So I will put the green one here. Now I know as long as it's not higher than this red one that it's going to fit in the front of the card. So I can be brave and glue it on that way. But I will check. Yep, we're all good. Now we'll glue this one on. And we'll put this one down a little lower. Put a little bit more of a something there. So now I have this little lime. So I was thinking I could put the little lime down here someplace. So I think I'm just going to glue it down flat down here. Just as a little extra something. There we go. So there is the first one. An easel card with 3 of the glasses with the umbrellas on the inside, with 2 of the messages. Alright, so let me clear this away and get everything ready for the second card. Alright, now here's everything for the second card. This one's going to be wine themed. So I'm going to use the wine glass, the Bordeaux messaging, and the cheers to your birthday. So what we have here, this time it's going to be a temp fold card, 5x7. I have red for the background because I thought with the red wine that would be good. I have some Kingston paper, which is the kind that has the small print on one side and the big print on the other side, which I really like that she does that. Now this time around, I have cheers for your birthday. So this time, instead of inking it, I'm going to use Gina K's Sandy Beach to ink it. Now, I'm going to put this on the inside, and I'm going to put the big messaging on the outside. It says, here's to laughter and stories that flow, to the clink of glasses and faces aglow. May your year be a journey where we can grow as timeless and cherished as an old Bordeaux, as the oldest Bordeaux. Because you can put big messaging on the outside. You don't have to just put it on the inside. That can be part of your card. And all we're going to do here is put the wine glass and the big message, and that makes your whole card. You absolutely can use these in your card. So the first thing I want to do is I want to ink the back of this. So I'm going to grab my paper again. Put everything back in my project caddy. Make sure I'm going to ink the correct side. Okay. I'm going to grab the ink. And I'm just going to go around and ink this. And and like the first card where I used the markers, this time I'm going to use ink. You could use watercolors. You could use anything you want. If you wanted to make it sparkly, you could use sparkle pens. Really, you can use anything you want. Just have it all match that way. Alright, just a little bit more ink down here. And I think maybe a little bit here. And this is kind of nice because it gives it a little bit more, makes it a little more interesting because it's not just plain colored paper, which I think it makes it a little bit more interesting. So this is going to be on here, like that. Alright, so let's put this up here to dry. Now I am going to put a little bit of ink around the edge here, just to bring in the brown, because I tried it on the back to see if I was going to like it, and I did like it. So I'm just going to go around the edge here and just put a little brown. Around the corner here, just to give it a little something. Trying to stay around the edge. And this ink from Gina K, it does smooth out as it dries. You'll hear her say that all the time, that her ink has a smoothing agent. And it does. I mean, you give it a few minutes to dry. I did this a little while ago. And you can see it is all very smooth. Getting some weird reflections here. Let me just put a little more in here. And then I'm just going to take what's left on here and kind of go around just to kind of make the color fade away. There we go, like that. That's probably good. So that is done. Alright, so now the cup, I colored in the red for the red wine. And then I took a sparkle pen. Alright, so the red I used here, if you're curious, is red 5-9 in the Copics. And then I took a sparkle pen, and I just kind of went around. Went down the stem, went across the glass. Just covered the whole glass. And that just made it really nice and sparkly. And these are the Crafter's Companion sparkle pens. I've had these for a long time. You see me use those a lot. Alright, so let's put all these pieces together. Let's get rid of the scratch paper. Alright, so let's glue this together. Because this is going on the inside of the card. So this will be flat. Yeah, so try that in your card sometime. Put the inside message on the outside. And then you just put this on the inside. And then if you want to write a personal message on the inside, gives you plenty of room for that. So I'm just going to put this in the middle. Like that. Now the inside is finished. Now we're going to put the red down. This will be centered. Now this will go on top. Like this. We'll give that a second to set up a little bit. So now this will be on foam. So I'm going to bring in the 1/16 foam. Let's see. Let me make a decision here. This is on here. Glass is here. I think I want to give this more depth. So I'm going to put 1/16 foam in between here. Put one more in the middle. Yeah, it's a little close to the edge. Peel this off. Yeah, see, that looks a lot better, giving it just a little bit of height. And I think I'm going to give it a little bit more by putting another 1/16 behind here. So you're still only 1/8 of an inch thick at this point. And like I've said before, you get 1/4 of an inch with the post office. So this is not going to be too thick for the post office. Yeah, see, that just really adds something to the card when you put just that 1/16 foam on there. That really does make a difference. And I think I will put some foam on here. So I'm going to need my skinny foam for this. I will put some foam behind the top of the glass. And I will put some on the bottom here. But I need to support the middle, so let me grab my skinnier foam. Because this foam is only 1/4 of an inch wide, and this should fit on here. Yep. Alright, this piece is a little too big. Okay, so here we go. Let's peel the tape off the back. Yeah, so when you download this, you absolutely can just cut them all out, color them all in, and then lay out cards and see how many cards you can get. Let's see, we'll put this here. Here we are, and card number 2 is finished. So see, you can always put big messages on the front too, and then the small message on the inside. There we go. All right, let me clear this away and get ready for card number 3. All right, card number 3 is going to be beer themed, so I'm going to be using the beer mug, the pale ale, and then of course the happy birthday, and the one that tells you you want to have a wonderful birthday, which I thought was kind of fun. All right, so let me move this over here, get my card base. So this again is going to be 5x7 tent fold. I have black that is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and this one here is 4x6. So that's pretty, pretty standard card. So what we're going to do here is, I need to color in the rest of the beer, but I'm going to put the beer bottle in the middle, the 2 beer mugs on the side. I'm not sure if I want to put it on the top or the bottom. I'm kind of leaning toward the bottom. And then the inside will be here. Now here again, I started with white paper, and I colored it with ink, with the Copic markers, the alcohol markers. And that's what I'm going to do here. So let me do the inside real quick and get that done. And then I will color the beer mug and the bottle. All right, so we'll give this a second to dry. Put that over here. Close my glue. All right, so for this card, I will need silver for the top of the beer bottle. I have E15, I have YR31, I have W2, and I have R46. So let me grab my scratch paper again, and we'll put this back in here. Now when I colored the first beer cup, I colored up to here, and I did not do this as a straight line, because beer, of course, has the head on it. Alright, so let me grab the yellow, and I'm going to go across the top here, not evenly. That way you can see the suds. And I'm going to color in the little decorative pieces first, because this would have a slightly different color in a beer mug when you put liquids in it. So I want this to be a little darker. So I'm going to put one coat here. And then we're going to come down the side. Come up from the sides, give it a little bit of shading. Color in over here. Now you could, if you wanted to, only color to here and have it like the beer mug has a, you know, those open areas on the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and color the whole thing here. There we go. So there's the beer mugs. I'm going to put a little bit more color in here. There we go. Now beer bottles are generally a tinted color, and I kind of went back and forth on what color to color this, and I finally settled on this, which is the E15. Because you know, sometimes they're brown, sometimes they have a greenish tint to them. So we'll just color this in. Not rush. Up the side. And when I color, I always like to color with the line I'm coloring against on top. And you'll see when I do make mistakes, it's because I haven't bothered to turn the picture. So always take the time to turn the picture and keep the line on top. I find it easier. And it could be because I'm left-handed, but I do like it on top. The sides of this. Now up here we're going to want a little bit of shading, so I'm going to come up here at an angle, and then I'm going to come up here at an angle again. And just kind of meet in the middle. Give it a little bit lighter here in the middle. And we'll go across the bottom. And there's our beer bottle. Alright, so let's get all this together. Alright, so let's glue these on here. Alright, so we have our tint fold. Get rid of this before I smudge something. So on this one, I don't think I'm going to shade this because it is going on the black. And I think I want to leave it the black and the white. And this again is the Kingston tone-on-tone paper. And I think I want the small one. Yeah. I'll glue this side. Yeah, I really like how this paper has the different pattern. It's the same pattern, but in different sizes. I really like that. Alright, glue on the back here. I think my bottle is almost empty again. Alright, put this in the middle. And glue this to the card. This will go here. I know this is going on the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside. And then I can decide what I want to put on foam. So that will just be in the middle. And this shadow layer is in the download. It is part of the SVG that I have in my SD store. And I will still keep putting SVGs for free download. If it's a basic, card fold, those are still going to be for free. I'm just going to have those. But when I draw all these pictures, it does take quite a bit of time, so I am going to sell those in the store. And my caddies are in there now too. This big project caddy, which holds the whole 5x7 card, and then the embellishment one that holds all the little pieces. They're both in there too. Alright, so I think I want to do something along this. So let me grab my foam. And put a piece on this side. A little piece over here. So you can see such a difference that the foam makes. Oh, you know what? I didn't color the lid here. The bottle caps are always metallic. So I have this Crafter's Companion silver pen. And the reason why I'm using this one is it's not opaque and it doesn't cover over the line. Some of the silver ones are very opaque and would absolutely cover the whole entire cap, and you would lose all your detail there. So that's why I'm going to use that. So there's that. Put one there, some on this side. Okay, I think I'm going to put Happy Birthday on a little bit, so I need the skinny foam for that. It's still 1/16. Alright, so that will be here. You know what? I think I might leave the bottle flat. You know what? I am. I think I'm going to leave the bottle flat. So I'm just going to glue the bottle down. I'll put that there. I did not want that straight. Now I will peel these off. And this will be like this. Peel this one off. And when I printed these out, I used the heaviest Nina paper that my printer will handle. You can get different weights for it on Amazon. Yeah, so just look and figure out what your printer will take, and just print them all out that way. Alright, this will be here. Happy birthday. Alright, let me grab the other cards and let's review what we did. So, first one we did was the margarita glasses. That was an easel card. The second one was the Bordeaux with the wine glass with the sparkle, and this was the bigger message on the outside with the smaller message on the inside. And the last one was the beer with the happy birthday. So there you go. So here's 3 cards that I hope inspires you to be able to make some cards. So if you like this and you want to see more of these, give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to see other videos as I do them, you can subscribe and hit the notification button, and you'll get a notification next time I make a video. And until next time, stay crafty.